Hi everyone, I'm Doris. I'm here to share with you about my stock account and today's market updates. Today, Apple has made a loss of 0.54%. SQQQ has made a gain of 0.44% as a rebound from the recent declines. SPY closed down 0.07%, and United Natural Gas continued to close down 0.18%. Today, the total PL in my account is $51.5. Today, the industries closed mixed. Dow Jones Industrial Average closed up 0.04%. Nasdaq Composite closed down 0.16%. And S&P 500 closed down 0.09%. Today, the internet content and other tech industries closed down with a loss of more than 1.5%. And the healthcare industries closed down 2.5%. The U.S. stocks closed mixed as the Fed cut interest rates next year. Shares closed mixed on Wednesday, and the Treasury yields were lower. Investors increased bets that the Fed has ended raising interest rates and forecast a rate cut in the beginning half of the next year. U.S. GDP grew 5.2% in the third quarter. The Fed's Beige Book report said that U.S. economic activity has slowed in the recent weeks. The Treasury yields of 10-year fell 7.1 basis points to 4.265, and 2-year fell 9.1 basis points to 4.64645, after hitting an intraday low of 4.608. General Motors jumped 9.4% as it announced it bought back $10 billion in shares and raised its dividend and reaffirmed its earnings guidance. U.S. stocks have risen strongly so far in November. By Wednesday's close this month, Dow is up nearly 7.2%, and the Nasdaq is up about 11%, and S&P 500 rose 8.5%, set for its best November gain since 1928. Federal Reserve Governor Christopher Waller said on Tuesday that the current monetary policy appears to be subdued enough to cool inflation to the central bank's 2% target. Waller's comment helped boost investors' optimism. Vital Knowledge founder and president Adam Crisfoley said market expectations for the Fed's interest rate action are far greater than Waller said. At the same time, it is very important to keep a cautious eye towards investors' expectations under the weak real GDP and U.S. economic slowdown. With the rise in the recent Treasury yields, it is uncertain to talk about to be optimistic towards the interest rate, and eventually it's going to lose people's attention. FOMC, which sets interest rate, will hold a monetary policy meeting on December 12th to 13th. The FOMC is widely expected to hold its key interest rates steady, but officials have recently highlighted the importance of being vigilant against inflation. For Atlanta Fed President Bostic post that he said, "I feel some important trends becoming clearer. Our research and opinions of business leaders tell me that the downward trajectory of inflation is likely to continue." He said, "Based on the intelligence, I believe that economic activity will slow in the coming months, in part because of restrictive monetary policy. In addition, tighter financial conditions are also putting more restraint on economic activity." Mr. Bostic's article is consistent with his recent stance, but he did not address the exact path of interest rates in the article. On the economic data front, on Wednesday, the Commerce Department reported that the U.S. economy grew stronger in the third quarter, helped by better-than-expected business investment and higher government spending. The increased GDP was mainly due to an increase in non-residential fixed investment, which includes structure, equipment, and intellectual property. The category grew by 1.3%, but still fell sharply from the previous quarters. Government spending also helped push up the GDP growth in the third quarter. During the July to September period, U.S. government spending rose 5.5% from a year earlier. But the GDP report also showed a cut in consumer spending in the third quarter, rising just 3.6% compared with an initial estimate of 4%. This is all I have for today. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next episode.